Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today in this video, this is my last video about SPF. So in previous video, in the first, I'm talking about the introduce for using Pinet, and the second to the 8th video, I'm talking about the dynamic routes, about the hybrid, the AGRP. So today, in my last video, and also the previous video, the 9th video, I'm talking about SPF. So the previous video, I'm talking about the SPF, the introducing to SPF. So today I'm gonna talking about two lab about SPF. The first is about virtual link, and the last and the second is about the SPF GRA tunneling. So you just go to the material in here. SPF virtual link. So what is SPF of virtual link? So is SPF is a logical tunnel created inside SPF itself, connected an area that is not physically connected to the area 0. So as you can see here, area 2 and area 3 is not connected to the area 0. This is the topology. The area 2 not connect, area 2 and area 3 not connected to area 0, the backbone. So remember, all SPF are most connected to the area 0 and entire directly or through a virtual link. Why do we need virtual links? The first, sometimes due to network design or restriction, you may end up with a discontiguous area 0. For example, backbone is split into locations. Area 1 connected to the area 0, and area 2 also connected to area 1. But not directly to area 0. The topology. SPF require area 2 to have direct or virtual link to area 0. That's where a virtual link is configured. So we go to the command. The first is we make an IP address. After we making an IP address, IP address for loopback 0 is 1.1.1.1, and an IP address at the prefix is 32, and then make a network and make an IP address to the router 2 12.1, and the prefix is 24, and then we've already make it. We go to the router SPF 1, go to the config, the routing, and we type route ID, the loopback 0, and then after that we enter the network 1.1.1.1, and then the subnet mask is 0.0.0.0, and there is 0, and it become the backbone, and then the second is enter the network 12.1, and the subnet was 0.0, and then area is 1, and then we go to the router 2, also same with the router 1. We make an IP address for the interface. The first we make the loopback 0, 2.2, the prefix 32, and then make an IP address go to the router 1 and router 3. To the router 1 is 12.2, and then go to the router 3 is 23.2, and we go to the router SPF2 for the config the routing, and we choose the router ID to the 2, just the loopback, and we enter the network. Network loopback to the 2 0 for the subnet mask, and then the area is 1. And we go to the network again, network 12.2, which is the area 1, and then for the router 2 to router 1, and then the router 2 to router 3. We enter the network is 23.2, and the area is 2. And same with router 3, we make an IP address, look back 3.3, and then make an IP address for the router 2, 23.3. After that, we config the routing and router OS53, which is the router ID, the loopback, and then the network for the loopback RA3, and the network for IP forward to the router 2 is RA2. As you can see, in here, this is the main point for the configuration. Router 1, router ISP1, and router 1, area 1 virtual link to the 2.2. For the config like this. And then the router 2 also, with the neighbor. Router ISP2, area 1 virtual link 1.1. And after that, we do show IP OSP virtual link in router 1 and router 2. It's already up. That's already done. So if we show IP route in router 3, it will be, there is the routing table on router 2 and router 1. OER is OSPF in another area. And that's all for the lab 2 and lab 1. So we go to the lab 2 about OSPF area tunnel. Before we started, this is the command, not command, this is the virtual link versus area tunnel. So there is virtual link is native OSPF feature, and the area tunnel is layer 3 tunneling independent from OSPF, and virtual link only can for OSPF and net transit area, and area can load traffic, all traffic, not only OSPF. So he can AGRP, BGP, or RIP like that, and cannot overhead, can add overhead IP header, and can make header JRA and also new IP overhead. For virtual link is easy set up, but cannot solve the problem for OSPF area. But area tunnel is flexible, can use for connection routing, another routing, AGRP, BGP, and another role. So this is OSPF area tunnel. So what is GRA first? GRA, Generate Routing Encapsulation, is a tunneling protocol that can encapsulate different network layer protocol into IP tunnels. So it allows router across an IP-only backbone to form a virtual point-to-point link. So why OSPF run over GRA? So in modern network, OSPF often need to connect to remote sites across an ESP or the internet. So the ESP might not run OSPF with us, but us still want to form an OSPF agency between the remote router. So GRA creates a virtual link that looks like a direct point-to-point connection, and then OSPF can run over it. So what the benefit for the GRE? Yeah, GRE make it looks like a direct private connection and support for routing agency. Yeah, support for routing and support multicast package, which is OSPF requires. So we go to the config, and router 1 and router 2 delete the virtual link, and after that we go to the router 1 and we activate the interface tunnel 1, and we add the IP 102.1 and the prefix is 24, and then we tunnel source, and this is the source, and the tunnel destination is here. So tunnel source is 12.1 and then the destination 12.2, and we enter the network to the OSPF 1, and then the network, and the area is 0, and then we go to the router 2. We make activate the tunnel, the interface, and then we add the IP address 102.1.2, the prefix 24, and then the tunnel source 12.2, and the destination is 12.1, and we router 2 go to router 3, interface tunnel 2, we activate again, and the tunnel source 23.2, and the tunnel destination is 23.3, and we make an IP address 23.2, and the prefix is 24, and we enter the network to the router OSPF for make it agency. So network 23.2, the area 0, and network 102.2, the area 2. And we make router 3 interface tunnel 2, tunnel source the 23.3, and destination 23.2, and we make an IP address 23.3, we annex it, and then also we add the network to the OSPF 3, and to the routing network 23.3, the area is 0, and then we check to the route table. Yes, there is the tunnel 23.3 from router 3, and also in router 3 there is the IP tunnel, the network tunnel for router 1. So that's the easier. Yeah, that's the good. Yeah, you know the benefit. Make it look like a direct private connection, support for routing. Okay, maybe that's all from it about OSPF 1 and 2, virtual link, and also gear a tunnel. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.